This is Company of Heroes 3. I am not very good at RTSs, but Company of Heroes has always been the series that, for me, made me want to be good at them because I don't know, the experience that they're offering was always so compelling to me. The idea of managing these squads of individual characters who would take cover, who would flank each other, who would use legitimate tactics. It's not just, like most RTSs take place in, at least the ones that I'm familiar with, take place in like fantastical settings with these heroic warriors who just walk out into the middle of the battlefield, crowd up together and fight. And I love the fact that Company of Heroes really sort of taps into that authentic feel of, real world warfare, suppressing, flanking, the kinds of tactics that people actually use. So I've always loved it in theory, but I'm not very good at it. So I did get excited about Company of Heroes 3 though, because it involves a tactical pause option where you don't actually have to be able to think about 900 things at once, which is the reason I can't play RTSs very well, because I'm not very good at thinking of 900 things at once and just continuously keeping this sort of like massive matrix of different events and resources and tactical decisions going on simultaneously in my head, zipping around the screen, really high actions per minute. That's just not me. I'm like, I've got one interesting problem in front of myself. I'm going to try to solve that problem while meanwhile the world goes to hell all around me. So, if you came to watch somebody who's very good at Company of Heroes, you're in the wrong place. But if you just want to see someone fumble around and enjoy the game in spite of not being very good at it, you're in the right place. So, one thing that I learned about this game is that you have to manually save before you quit. I've actually played halfway through this mission already, but I lost my progress because I paused it, went and ran around my house, found out what was going on, realized, oh crap, yeah, I need to go do some stuff with my kids. So I came back and I quit the game, forgetting that I had not manually saved. And you definitely need to manually save. They do a lot of auto-saving, but not in the middle of a mission. And so we're going to be starting this mission over from scratch, but at least I know a handful of things about it. Maybe I'll be able to do a little bit better. Oh no! Dang it. Okay. For just a second, we had really, really bad frame rate on my end. I don't know if it came through.
Don't let up. They're retreating.
I don't know if it came through on your end or not.
Mines. Fall back and regroup now.
It seems fine now. Okay, I was getting very nervous that it was just going to be terrible frame rate across the board.
Okay, men. We need to clear that bridge before we can move forward. Engineers, get in there and deal with those mines. Everyone else, keep the Germans off their backs.
Okay, so Bardic Angel in the chat says that actually everything was fine. Maybe the frame rate stutter was only on my end. I got really, really nervous when I started panicking there, because like, oh no, if this is going to be a slideshow, there's no way I can stream this game. But it looks like it's actually doing all right. So great. So here are my troops. So each of these icons represents an individual unit, but each unit actually contains multiple dudes. And you can, a unit can get into trouble, can take losses, but still survive as a unit and get reinforced later on. So you do worry about your individual guys, but you worry even more about keeping the units intact. So you see, each time I click, I move my cursor to a location, you see these little green dots. They tell you what kind of cover your soldiers are going to be able to find there. So I'm going to grab each of these units and sort of move them up a little bit. In fact, let's take these guys up here. So as I understand, I believe that the green dots are you're in hard cover that protects you from bullets. I think that the yellow dots mean you're in some kind of soft cover that makes you harder to hit, but you're not really solidly protected from bullets. So yellow cover is better than nothing. You want green cover if you can get it. So I'm going to move this guy up here. We're going to capture this control point. So unlike a lot of other RTSs, this game is less about collecting resources, like physically collecting resources, and it's more about capturing strategic points in the battlefield. Now, those strategic points will provide you with a steady income of resources a lot of the time. This one isn't the kind that does, but a lot of them do. So I'm gonna move these guys up to see what's out here. Okay, so it looks like we've got some German soldiers down here. Let's see if there's anybody. Yeah, so and we've also got soldiers over there. And my guys are not behind very good cover, so they're kind of in trouble. Things usually take time. And let's back them up behind this spotlight. It usually takes time for your soldiers to take a ton of damage after they're seen. So let's move some soldiers up to a more defensible position. Like, say, right here. And right here. Or maybe right there. So we can at least start to attack these guys who are the closest. And once we get them, yeah, so these guys took a lot of damage already. These are just engineers. They're not as tough in a fight as other guys. And then, oh, look at that. Oh, look, my mortar. So you can set your mortar to hold fire, but if you don't, they're just going to fire at any enemies that they're aware of. So I'm going to move now that these enemies are cleared out, I'm going to move my mortars a little closer to the battlefield. And when you're placing like an emplaced gun like a mortar or like a machine gun, you can actually decide what direction it's aiming. So move these guys a little bit closer so they'll be more accurate. Then, now that we've taken out the engineers that were here, I think these guys might be able to clear the mines. So let's walk them up. And can I just tell them to clear these mines? Yeah, it looks like we can. I'll move the riflemen up a little closer too. And so now what I need to do is I need to get some riflemen into a position where they can reveal the locations of these enemies so I can mortar them. Okay, so now I got my mortar back here. I can be like, hey, let's do an intense barrage right on top of these guys. So I think by default... Oh. Aha, we got the mines. We just advanced the objective because we accidentally blew up some mines that were over here, so the mines are now clear. So Zedric von Kotmal is backing me up, saying these games are always too complicated in ways my brain isn't suited for. Yeah, absolutely the same. It's impressive to watch someone who is good at this kind of game because, man, it does feel like sometimes it strains somebody's brain to the limits of what should be possible. So let me see. Okay, these guys, they can fire a rifle grenade over the just far enough to get over this canal. So let's do that. There we go. So I'm playing it, I think, a fairly low difficulty level. Oh no, we lost a dude. A fairly low difficulty level, which I think means that they are tipping the scales in my favor. My grenades are way more effective than the enemy grenades, for instance.
Right.
I don't mind.
We'll hunker down here and start bringing the rest of our equipment across.
All right, so because this is one of like the big official story missions of the game, sometimes they'll cut away and change things on the map.
I've got one word for you. Potenza. If we can capture the city, we'll have a solid base to push north toward Rome. The Luftwaffe have set up defensive positions at these 3 locations. You're going to take control of those points. They've brought in substantial forces to protect the city, including snipers. So stay alert and take it slow. Rushing in is just going to get you killed. Okay, that's all, men. Over to you, Conti.
All right, yeah, so we've got these 3 locations that we need to take down.
There are a lot of Kraut guns between us and those objectives. We'll take some time to build up our forces, then move into the city.
So yeah, Parker is pointing out that that one of the things that he likes about State of Decay... I'm just going to say the name of my game all the time for some reason. One of the things he likes about Company of Heroes is that it felt super approachable and easy to get a grasp of. So I think that is one of its advantages, is the fact that, you know, if you're at all aware of real-world tactics... These are civilians. I thought they were enemies running at me at first, but they're civilians. If you're at all aware of those, then this game is... It takes advantage of that knowledge. It feels like it really sort of fits in the world, and your instincts about, you know, how...
Enemy reinforcements incoming.
Oh no. Your instincts about how this stuff should work is often accurate, about where you should send people, where they're safe or they're not. There are exceptions, though. Frequently you'll find places on a map where something looks like cover and is not cover. So it's really helpful to have those little green dots that tell you what's cover and what isn't. Because, like, sometimes, yeah, it's like there'll be a place over here like this This wall here, not cover. But the base of these stairs is cover. You know, I don't know. All right, so I'm starting to build up my base here. One mistake I made the first time I played this, this mission, was I started building like sandbags and stuff within this space. This space right here is the only space I can actually build construction type buildings. So I need to actually treat it very, very cautiously. I'm going to build a medical tent here so that I can reinforce my guys when they when bad things happen. Let me see where's the best place to stick it. Probably in the middle of my base somewhere. Like there. All right, so we're going to pick up these resources, which let me use some of my like advanced abilities. There's three resources. There's manpower, which lets you spawn new units. There's munitions, which lets you use special abilities. And there's fuel, which is about vehicles and other really big investments like buildings. And so right now I've got a slow trickle of all of them, but as I capture fuel points and munitions points on the map, the flow will go higher. So as far as I know, the enemy could come in and try to attack me at any time. So I've got to be very careful. Let me, for instance, bring up my machine gun to aim down that road in case enemies come down that road. I want to bring my mortar and like put my mortar right in the middle of my base, at least for now, to keep it safe because it's really, really... This is a powerful mortar. It's really, really valuable. Similarly, tanks are incredibly powerful, but they also have pretty sharp vulnerabilities. And so you want to bring the tanks in when you're actually... Wait, don't just destroy all of the cover, you idiot. You want to bring in your tanks when they can be an overwhelming advantage. And anytime they're not going to be an overwhelming advantage, you want to hold them back and preserve them. So I'm just making sure that all of my people are across the bridge and at my base. And so now, my destination is way the heck up here. In these very defensible locations, up a hill. It's going to be really tough to get up there. And the thing I do not want to do is just charge right in. Because the enemy is holding all of these points between me and there. So what I need to do is figure out the safest way, the most defensible way to sort of start getting a toehold in this area. And sort of like take over as much as I can. Build up my forces, build up my resources before making an assault in the final area. So what I'd like to do first, I think, is head over here to the west, because I feel like, you know, if once I get this far and I capture this sort of back corner here, enemies won't be able to attack me from this side. And so it's kind of right now I'm sort of sticking out like a peninsula, and I could be attacked on any side. So let's go after this left flank here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to send some guys right into this building here. Staff it, and I'm betting that there's some enemies over here that they're going to immediately engage with. But, oh, maybe not. There we go. Yeah, there's some guys right over there. So when you staff guys in a house, they'll poke out of the windows, and they'll try to engage it with anybody they can reach. It looks like those guys are pretty well entrenched behind that truck, though. So, how far can I shoot this thing? Can I just barrage these guys? So this thing has got to rotate first. But after it starts barraging, we'll see how these guys respond. In the meantime, one thing I'd like to do is grab some guys that can have flamethrowers. Okay, yeah, so the mortar drove them out. So their AI knows to get them away from a mortar, but that means they stepped outside of cover. So now between the guys in the house and the guys that I've just advanced, we can make short work of these guys. I think they mostly behaved that way because I'm playing at a lower difficulty. I'm pretty sure that... Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, we're just building something. Okay, I thought there was a problem. Okay, so I don't want to get close to... You can totally incur friendly fire if you walk into the same space that you just called a barrage on. So that can be bad. Okay, so I don't want to just leave this place undefended. But, okay, I did want to bring these guys out because they can have a flamethrower. Flamethrowers are really, really valuable for getting enemies out of cover. Okay, looks like we've got... Get to cover, get to cover. Okay, so we're going to hide these guys because they cannot handle that kind of fire. Similarly, the engineers, let's keep them under cover, but we've got a tank. My tank is going to be good against this light vehicle, I think. Let's back off just a little bit, though. Oh, hey! Yeah, so we've got this flamethrower over here. There we go. Well done, team. Okay, so that counterattack, didn't like that. Let's get these guys out. Let's collect these munitions. And then... Okay, so there's an enemy control point right there, which means that I might be in some danger from them. Let me move these guys up and just see what kind of thing they've got going on up there. Looks like we got one unit, I think, within range of my mortar. So let's start harassing them that way. And then let's also bring up the tank. Though the tank isn't great against infantry. It's kind of slow in its ability to take them down. Oh, these guys are taking losses. Are they just not in good cover? What's going on? I guess they're just in the same level of cover as these guys. There we go. Ha-ha! Oh, these guys have anti-tank weaponry. Well done, mortar. Well timed. Okay. Backing this guy the crap off. Now, we've got a machine gun nest here that we can set up. So we're going to bring the machine gunner over here, set him up here, which means he can defend this spot if somebody tries to retake it. And if they start bringing up more troops over here to harass me, he can also shoot that direction. Meanwhile, these guys, they took some losses, so I'm going to move them back here to where I can heal them. So now I want to go after this place, which means I want to sort of set up my troops. Okay, so I've got these guys here. The tank, I'm going to start repairing. I've got another group here that I can bring up. Actually, yeah, I think I'm going to send these guys up here to sort of try to determine where the enemy is. And I'll move some guys up this way, too. Those are my guys who just healed up. I think I'm gonna move up my mortar so that it's closer to this enemy spot. Then once we've got everybody in position... By the way, one tweak that I've made to the controls in this game. So normally, if somebody is very good at RTSs, they use a lot of hotkeys. For instance, Q, W, E, and R, the initial QWERTY keys, are for, sort of tapping these buttons really, really quickly on your construction buildings. You'll notice I don't have a W, though, because I set up WASD to be my camera controls, because all of the colony sims that I play use WASD as camera controls, and there was just no way that I was going to be able to adapt. I'm going to make a scout car, and I think that's going to fill up my population cap. And so I think I'm going to have... one of the things that's interesting about Company of Heroes is that they do give you this really kind of a strict population cap, which means you have to try to make do with the troops you have. You can't just overwhelm enemies with numbers. You have to actually make judicious decisions about okay, I can only have this many troops, so which troops do I need and where I'm going to position them? More of your thinking in this game is about how to use your troops, not how you're going to get the most troops you possibly can. Okay, they've got a mortar. They've got a mortar. You can see the little trails, so we are getting the crap out of here. Okay, when they've got a mortar, that means that we have to keep moving. We can't just hold still. So you notice each place that my guys go... Each place that my guys go, get mortar shells landing on them. So we're going to toast that mortar with my flamethrower. Oh, crap. Okay, mortar's done. So now... Oh, crap! Okay, so my guys that are in the house are doing a great job of eliminating these guys. So I think I'm just going to let this play out. Because I think I've got the advantage here. I think these guys are scrambling around and they're just taking more losses than I am. I do like how they position the guys in like very specific places in the building to be like, you know, on the balcony, around the corner, that sort of thing. Hey, I don't know what's up with my internet connection lately, but it went out again for only a couple of minutes. And so there's a gap right here where I finished that fight over at that control point and I started moving on to the next one without noticing that I had lost my internet. So I was only out briefly, but my chat freaked out about it, of course, and I didn't notice because I wasn't paying attention to the chat. So a little bit later on in the video, you're going to hear me suddenly notice in my chat that my internet went out, and so I'll panic a little bit, and then we'll get back on track. The rest of it went fairly smoothly. Anyway, here's me from the future, ignorant about what's going on. I'm going to refocus this mortar on that. My guys who have retreated back, they're getting refitted. So what's... Okay, these guys have 5 now. So I'm going to take them and advance them. So I'm thinking that with just the flamethrower and that 1 infantry unit... Oh, actually, I've got 2. I've got a 2nd infantry unit here. So just these 2 infantry units. I'm betting they can take whatever's going on here. One thing I should do, though, is advance... Now, these guys have some veterancy and stuff. I should advance them a little bit. Let's... So these guys are going to have an anti-tank package. And these guys are going to have a Bren machine gun. That cost me munitions. Which means, actually, I can probably claim these munitions now. Oh, crap! We're getting attacked. So we're undercover. That's good. Let's... move these guys up. Okay, these guys are getting to range of my machine gun, and they're getting pinned now. Now that they're pinned, that's a great time to start hitting them with grenades. And now I can actually come up. There we go. Yeah! Lay down the smack. So now I'm going to move some guys into this building, which will absolutely flank the heck out of those dudes. Let's see if there's... I'll send the sappers in to see if there's anybody guarding this place. It looks like no. Okay, yeah, there's one guy's left. And he's flattened, which means he's harder to hit. But we've got him. So there's all of these... Oh, wait. Oh, dang it. Wait, no. Okay, people are saying that the stream went down, but I'm still seeing myself in the preview, so I don't know what's going on. Oh, the stream died and came back. Oh, well, at least it happened automatically. Cool. It died for like 40 seconds. Okay, well, maybe I'll be able to edit that out or something. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to... Oh, good. Lately, OBS has been refusing to record my streams, but for some reason, it wouldn't let me record while streaming. Good. Okay, so sorry. So basically, what happened just now, what I reacted to was my chat was notifying me that the stream had died. And I was like, oh no, how much time did I skip? It looks like it was only about 40 seconds, so that's good. I'm not sure if like all of Twitch died and Twitch was still receiving my video, in which case maybe this whole thing went off without a hitch if you're watching this later on YouTube. If not, maybe you just saw a weird edit that made no sense. I've got no idea. We'll have to find out later on. One thing I'm going to do, though, is give these flamethrower guys a bazooka. So again, enemies can leave weapons lying around, and you can just totally pick them up and make them yours. So let's bring these guys back to heal. And then let's take these guys. So basically, I'm just going to start defending with machine guns this front line, so that enemies cannot move a bunch of infantry up here. Oh, actually, guys, let's grab a bazooka for you too. So these guys have got Bren guns, which are going to be really good against infantry, and they're also going to have bazookas. So they're going to be awesome. So yeah, so now that I've got my machine guns advancing to sort of protect this line.
Hey, Conti. I hear you're facing off against the Germans in Potenza. Any chance you could take out a few snipers for us? They're getting to be annoying.
Little busy right now, but I'll see what we can do.
Okay, we've got snipers who actually just... Oh, one of these guys got taken out by a sniper. They were probably over here somewhere. Okay, hold on. Let's... Okay, so the best thing against a sniper is probably going to be a flamethrower. A mortar might be good too, though. So I'm going to bring a flamethrower and a mortar up here. Yeah, before we move on with our plans, let's go. We're going to go over here and we're going to see if we can eliminate that sniper. So I could ignore them because they're out of range of my defenders here. And if they ever try to advance on me, I've got a machine gun to hold them off. So La Coalición is pointing out that it might not be the best idea to move somebody with a volatile tank on their back in line with a sniper. Luckily, the move that you can do in a lot of shooters where you just shoot the tank and blow up an entire squad, the enemy does not have that capability in this game. So let's set up our mortar team in a fairly defensible spot over there. Let's move my sappers up a little bit. Let's move everybody up a little bit. No, not into the building. And then this is going to be a little bit of a suicide mission, but we got to get up there. So I'm going to send my infantry up first and then follow them with the flamethrower. So the sniper is likely... Yes, so the sniper took out one of my dudes, but now we're mortaring that building and... Oh gosh, he's taking him out quick. Okay, we're retreating that guy.
We can recruit them at the partisan hub. That's one sniper down. Keep looking for more.
Oh, interesting. So this is something I didn't encounter before. Apparently, we've got a partisan hub here where we can recruit partisans. I don't have the pop cap to do it, but we can also heal my guys here, apparently. Can we? Can we? Oh, no. Maybe I can only reinforce my partisan guys here. Oh, interesting. So he's retreating to this spot, but this isn't a spot where he can reinforce. That feels like a bug. Okay, we'll send him back home. So what have they got here? We've got a bunch of, like, bazookas and stuff lying around. I guess I'll save that for if I recruit some partisans, because I don't have any troops nearby that are appropriate for that. So let's withdraw. Actually, I mean, I think we can claim this. Yeah, I don't think anybody's defending this. Let's just claim this. For one thing, it'll be a target for the enemy. Instead of the enemy coming to grab my stuff back here, they'll just be grabbing my forward stuff. But I think we're... Once this guy reinforces... Once that guy reinforces, we might be in a good position to start going the other way. Because what I'd actually like to do is... There's this little path up towards the side of the enemy defenses, which feels like it's probably going to be less defended than, say, doing a frontal assault up through this area. And so what I'd like to do is take the east side of the map and go up that route. Okay, so it sounds like they have some artillery that they can shoot at us. I don't know exactly what they're targeting, but I've got to probably need to worry about that a little bit. One thing I have not been doing very much of is building up my base, though. So if I want a platoon command post, that will let me build some armored car type things, I think. It feels like there's only like a handful of places I can actually build my base around here, which is, you know, feels a little restrictive. And like I said, the first time I played this, I tried to build a bunch of like sandbags here, which forever restricted me from building actual base things. But yeah, I've got a fair number of decent troops here. Wait, where did I stick my... Oh, wait. Where did I... You know, I should have at least some kind of mobile troop down here. But now, where did I put my... My big fat artillery? Oh, here he is. He's right there. Okay. So big fat... We're going to want big fat artillery here, too. A big fat mortar. Right here, too. So I don't know what causes my population cap to rise. Right now it's at 75. I've seen it go up to 100 in this mission before, but I don't know how that's done. But yeah, okay, so we're moving. We're consolidating our forces. We've got a fair number of forces. In fact, I could probably get started right now. So let's bring some guys up here.
Pay attention, lazy buggers.
Let's... Oh, okay, yeah. I'm going to make these guys some forward observers. So I can, like, find out what's in a place before I attack it. Before I move my guys into range where they can get attacked. So I'm moving my mortars up. And I guess I'm going to hold these guys back in reserve. But if these guys... Okay, good. So these guys have just been upgraded to be recon guys, which means... Oh, interesting. Okay, so they can actually fire artillery stuff. But let's do a recon flare over this base. So he fires up a recon flare. And we can see, okay, we've got, aha! So we've got a patrol from a truck. Looks like we've got 4 units. One of them dug in with machine guns back there. And now we're immediately automatically firing our mortars, which is fun. I think one of the first things I want to do is... Oh, wait, not these guys. Okay, those guys are attacking us. I'm going to fire an incendiary on that building, because that's the building with the dug-in machine gun nest. And then let's move these guys around. Oh, whoops. Okay, let's actually stay here. If these guys are advancing, let's just dig in and take them out. Oh, listen to that. We got him. All right, so that machine gun was very dangerous, but now we don't have to deal with it. We are going to want to be able to deal with that light vehicle, though. So I'm going to bring the tank up here. And then let's advance our infantry. I'll bring some guys around this side. Well, this is going much better than it went the first time I did it, because I actually kind of knew a little bit about what to expect. And I hope I'm just getting better at the game. So these guys are kind of isolated. Hopefully the enemy won't notice them at first, and I can sort of bring them in to flank somebody. I don't feel like I did enough damage to completely eliminate them. Like, oh, there they are. Oh. Oh, but I flanked him over here. Great. I have not seen that armored car, though. Where the heck is the car? Oh, there it is. There we go. Ah, careful. Oh, and there's these guys. All right. We've got the point. So my guys are not under very good cover right here. Let's move them, and then let's grenade them. Oh, wait. Okay, they've got another set of troops over there. So that might be a reason to bring up my flamethrower. Up there. My mortars are now too far away, I think, to be very useful. So I'm going to move them up. And then I can't fire another grenade until the cooldown is over. But we're getting close. Okay, another grenade. It still wasn't enough. There we go, we got him. Okay. Oh no, we didn't get him. He just disappeared off my fog of war. Alright. Flame throw that place. There we go. All right, we got him. So, do I want to take this? Or do I want to just move up? I think, yeah, just to be safe, let's go take this as well. So, I've got my tank ready to go. I think these guys are in an okay position. Let's just point them more directly at it. And let's, yeah, move up our troops here.
Pay attention, lazy. I don't want to hear a fucking word. March.
All right. Okay, yes, we got some folks there, but again, we've got mortars. I'm going to save my fanciest mortar a little bit until... Because when you do an official barrage, you can only do them periodically. I think they fire more rapidly and sometimes can fire special ammunition. There we go. That's where I want my special ammunition. So let's do an incendiary barrage right there. And you notice, like, I'm not bringing up my tank. Like, I'm holding everything I don't need in reserve.
We'll risk it for a biscuit, won't we?
All right, so unfortunately, this place is going to be less defensible for me because I'm taking out these buildings. I don't know if there's a way to stop a barrage once I've called it. I don't think I can. I think they have to finish the barrage. Okay, so we're going to claim this. I'm going to leave this alone because it's nice and it's really like uphill. And it just sounds like it feels like it's part of the larger fortress. Okay, so I feel like I want to leave something here to defend. I'm going to leave one. I'm going to leave my wounded set of troops behind here to defend. To catch it if somebody starts coming in and trying to take stuff from me. Everybody else, though, we're going to gear them up to start trying to take this higher platform here. So let's move everybody up. I think my mortars are good to sort of stay downstairs. I think my tank won't be very useful. I'm going to move it up. But I don't think it's actually going to do very much. I've got my flamethrower guys. Who am I missing? Who have I not done anything with? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Oh, yeah, I've got this scout car. Scout car's fun. Bring him up here. He's just a machine gun on a jeep. He's kind of vulnerable, but whatever. So wait, I feel like... Am I missing somebody? No, I'm just leaving so many defenders lying around. No, wait. I am missing somebody. I must have somebody staffed in a building that I've forgotten about. Okay, so I've got these guys. Okay, I couldn't see these guys. They were inside this building. Okay, so I've got 3 infantry units here. Well, 2 infantries and 1 sappers. Which should be enough to at least start a fight up this hill. So oh, look at that. Oh, they've got a sniper up there. All right. Let's barrage that sniper. Oh, gosh. Okay, he's doing a lot of damage. I'm going to retreat these guys before he kills them all. Okay, we're getting there. He's almost dead.
That's another sniper dealt with.
Okay. I'm going to retreat these guys so that we can reinforce them because holy crap. I guess I'll bring up my mine detectors. So one thing I should show at some point is tactical pause, which is like the main reason I wanted to try this game, was because it plays in a way that feels like it might be more supportive of my my limitations as an RTS player.
Our ranks have been replenished.
There we go. But so far, I think partly just because I think one thing I really appreciate about this game is that it's very forgiving about like it gives you time to react to things. Usually it doesn't just instantly kill all of your people at once. Which is great with it, which means that like so far, because I kind of knew what to expect, I have not actually needed to use tactical pause to like stop and make a bunch of complicated orders all at once, because things have stayed relatively simple. All right, so let's move these guys up through this, and let's see if anybody's here. This might have just been a place where the sniper hangs out. Yeah, I think the sniper might have been the only enemy here. So let's just claim this. And then it looks like we're actually going to start going after kind of the main enemy force up here. Let's see. Okay, so if I do tactical pause, it'll show me the route somebody's going to take, which is really helpful because sometimes you can't predict what route somebody's going to take, and they'll end up exposing themselves to a bunch of fire that you weren't expecting.
German engineering. It's not bad to tell the truth. A little tinkering to be right proper. All right, let him pass. What a beauty!
So, oh crap! Looks like we got some guys up here. Okay, so let's use tactical pause and sort of make a move. So, though actually, it's kind of funny. So, Coalition is saying that I'm following the American tactical playbook, which is always withdraw your troops and then hit the target with massive artillery or airstrike. That seems fair. I don't know how I feel about it, but it seems fair. Speaking of my mortars, I should bring them up. Actually, I don't know if both of them can go up there. Okay, yeah, it looks like they can. So I'm going to bring my mortars up, but let's see if we can... Okay, here's a weird thing about the tactical pause mode. When you're in tactical pause mode, when you're in normal mode, and you like give somebody an instruction, and then you give them another instruction, and then you give them another instruction, they take one instruction at a time, and they just always replace the previous instruction. But in tactical pause mode, if you give someone multiple instructions, they'll follow them in sequence, which is really weird and disconcerting. Because you get used to things working a certain way, and then just because you pause the game, it starts working a different way. And I end up, giving people orders that I think they'll follow immediately when actually they just queue them up behind other orders. Oh, see, what the heck are you doing? No. So these guys consider themselves to be a vehicle, basically, because they got such a large mortar. So for some reason, it's showing me an infantry path, but they're taking a vehicle path. And I've got no clue why they're doing that. But I guess it does mean I need to leave them down here. So I'm going to stick them here. Or actually, I'll stick them here. So they're sort of being protected by these infantry. And they can still sort of fire stuff in this direction. Oh, they got a sniper. Okay, cool. But luckily, he doesn't seem to have a beat on us. So we can just damage the heck out of him until we're ready to come up. Goonbuggy's like, would you want to drag that cannon up those stairs? No, but it's interesting how I feel like that actually highlights something about the way this game might be working under the hood. Now, I don't really know for sure, but it's weird, right? That they highlighted a path for themselves and then didn't take that path. I'm betting that the pathfinding process, basically, for these characters they actually use under the hood, and the pathfinding process that's used for drawing the path on the map, what do you bet that it's not finding a path and then drawing that path? What do you bet it's two different systems, both using the same pathfinding method to find a path, but they're doing it separately. So the characters are finding the path they're going to actually follow, and the UI is finding a path to draw.
I got those snipers for you, Giorgio. Maybe you can repay the favor one day.
But they're doing it separately in parallel.
Thank you.
Which means that this unit might be using the vehicle rules for pathfinding for its actual AI, but using the infantry rules for drawing its path. And so its paths disagree. But I bet those were just implemented by two different people or two different teams at two different times. And I bet it was just a total accident that it worked out that way. That's my guess. You know, I have no inside knowledge about this game, so I'm just making stuff up. But that seems reasonable to me. Okay, so we're gonna bring up all of our dudes. I've got this guy in what's it called? Reserve. This guy, what he's good at is getting in somewhere quick and delivering a lot of anti-infantry fire. He's pretty vulnerable, especially if you've got anti-vehicle stuff. But if some of my guys get pinned down by infantry, I can bring this guy in to break it. So let's... Oh, wait. Which guys were my... Oh, these are my guys that can launch a flare. So let's launch a flare and see what we're dealing with up there. Okay, so we got a big old tank right there. That's worth noting. Hey, you. Let's hit that tank. And you guys? Also? Yes, you're already shooting the tank. Let's just hit it with a proper barrage. And then these guys are anti-infantry. I don't think I've actually got... Oh! I think my anti-vehicle troops are the ones I left down here. Are they? No, these are the Bren guys. Who had a freaking bazooka? You know, I think these guys might have picked up a bazooka at some point, but I don't see it reflected on their character anywhere. So, like, I think they might be able to take that thing. I mean, they've got anti-vehicle weapons. They've got an anti-tank grenade that they can use. Okay. Let's expose ourselves for a bit to throw an anti-vehicle grenade on it and then get back under cover real fast. Oh, but they're... Oh, we've got guys hitting them from up there. Let's get under better cover. Okay, yeah, so this guy should keep attacking this guy. But this guy should launch fire on that building. Oh, gosh, these guys are taking losses. Okay. One last ditch move. There we go. Got him. But, oh, we are not in good shape. So I'm going to bring this guy... I mean, I guess I'll just retreat him. Retreating means he automatically runs back to base. And so, check this out. I now have 100 pop cap. Where did that come from? Did that come from here? Was it capturing that did it? I'm genuinely not sure. Oh, somebody pointed out that that I might have also given a bazooka to these flamethrower guys. You're right. I think I did do that. All right, so now I've only got my engineers, which is a little less than ideal for attacking an entire base. So, you know what? I'm going to bring these guys up. And one thing I've always not been thrilled about with Company of Heroes, and they keep not changing it. So I don't know, maybe somebody up there doesn't realize it's a problem, or maybe it's an intractable problem in a way that I don't understand. But I would always want to treat infantry who's inside a building. I want to I want to be able to position them like regular artillery. Like, I want to be able to see, you know, where they can end up, and I want to be able to give them, you know, queue up a bunch of different movement orders for them, or tell them to attack something after they leave, or whatever. But like, when infantry is in a building, it's almost treated like a completely different unit. It's like I think it might be destroying the unit in the building and recreating a matching unit on the ground, which means that I can't chain the same orders between those units. I think that must be what it's doing. That's what I've decided they must be doing, because I can't think of another explanation. Okay, so we're going to move some guys up into these buildings. And I'll move my mortar a little closer, too, because the mortars are more precise the closer they are to the target. Okay, so now we've got this guy who can... Do I want an incendiary barrage or just a regular type barrage? Let's do an incendiary barrage to just do some area denial right there. And then let's move some guys up into range. Oh, wait. Oh, these buildings are staffed. Okay, so actually that would have been a better spot for my incendiary barrage. But that's fine. We've got other options for staffed buildings. Like moving up some guys with flamethrowers. Okay, looks like we're causing them a lot of problems. That's good. Ha! There. Okay, so one of those incendiary mortars hit the building because 3D, which is great. Oh! Okay, this is very fun. Okay, we're causing some problems. Oh! Oh, gosh. Okay. So there's some guys right over there. Who would like to... Oh, wait, no. I mean, get in there. Yes. Okay, so I'm hiding my guys. We got my mortars. We can bring these guys up to provide some flanking fire, but then I think this might be the time for the car to shine. Okay, so the car is going to appear behind these guys and start strafing them. In the meantime, do we have the ability... Yes, we can do another incendiary barrage. I'm thinking I should do the incendiary barrage on the building with the machine gun. So these guys still have 5, but all of their health is at half or lower. So that's not going to be great. Can they fire a grenade from here? I think they can't, unfortunately. You want your infantry to be exposed, actually, whenever possible, so they can do things like fire grenades. Oh! These guys have anti-vehicle weaponry, so that wasn't great. Okay. So now... I guess he's probably just targeting these dudes, but let's make sure that he's targeting the right dudes. There's a nice cluster right there. They're all cowering in this corner. It's actually kind of sad. Oh! I actually kind of feel guilty for this. I mean they're Nazis, so, but still, you know, whatever. Okay, I think... Okay, let's pull this guy back and get him repaired. Oh, these guys did end up taking a bunch of losses, so let's retreat them so they can recover. We'll claim that spot. Hey, you guys come repair this car. You guys advance and get into this forward spot right there. And now that I've got more pop cap, I can actually bring up some more stuff. Actually, I should build my last construction building just because. Let's see, is there fancier stuff we can... Ooh, Bishop Artillery. So, yeah. I mean, I'm playing a type of army that involves a lot of artillery. Oh no, what? Why did you retreat through enemy territory? Why are you retreating to here? What is wrong with you? Oh, that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. You can't... Are they partisans or something? Like, what? Maybe these guys are partisans. Oh, they are. When did I recruit some partisans? I don't remember doing this. Ooh, I can have snipers? Neat. Okay. And these guys have anti-tank satchel charges? What kind of... Okay, somehow...
Bishop artillery carrier and keep an eye out for enemy patrols, men. They'll be looking for us.
Yeah, I've got no idea why I've got these partisans. But, whatever. Okay. I guess I won't retreat those guys in the future. Okay, so the next place we're going to be attacking is up there. So, it makes me nervous for my for my mortar guys there. I think I should probably give them some kind of... Actually, you know what? Let's keep the tank by them. So for some reason, one of my sets of troops was actually partisans, and I just didn't realize it. And so that's why they've been retreating to that spot, and that's why everything is weird. But... Okay, did I get my Bishop Artillery yet? I did! Okay. Bishop Artillery is definitely coming up here, too. Right there. Hopefully he won't go straight through enemy territory. He is about to go straight through enemy territory. Hey, no, idiot. Come over this way, and then come over that way. There you go. Good move. All right. In the meantime, it looks like... Oh, yes. I can... Oh, no, my population cap is up again. Never mind. The sniper, I think, costs an unusual amount of resources. Wait, something is... Somewhere I'm being attacked. Where am I being attacked? They've got artillery coming after me, but where? Who? It was probably on the minimap when it first started, but I don't know where on the minimap. Okay, so we've got a bunch... We got a bunch of artillery lined up. Oh, they were attacking me here. These guys. Okay. So these guys are in bad shape. So luckily I've got some... Here, I'm going to trace them a very specific route to get them back to where they can be reinforced. Rather than just retreating them. Retreating is useful because it gives your guys a little bit of a defense bonus while they're running away. So you can get your unit out and not just lose the entire unit. But yeah, that was where I was being attacked. Those guys. So, I think, though, we're ready to move up. So should I try to take this spot first? Oh, wait. Okay. These guys aren't in the best shape. Where's my nearest mortar? Oh, that's way too far back. We can get closer than that. So let's flank these guys as best we can. Or actually... Oh, yeah. There we go. Let's get a grenade on the guy who's... There we go. All right. So I think what I want to do is let's move these riflemen up. Let's stick the engineers in there. Let's bring the scout car closer. Okay, we've got these guys here. So let's grab our artillery. And... let's set them on fire. Oh, wait. Oh, that's their artillery hitting our guys. Oh, crap. Okay, let's get out of there. Just send him over there. Get out, get out, get out! Okay, what I actually... Oh, wait. Did I just call an incendiary barrage on my own men? I think I might have done that by accident. Yeah, I think I might have done that. So, where did I put my flamethrower dudes? Where are they? They're here. Let's bring them up. All right, I've got that other artillery. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, they had to set up closer. I didn't realize I was firing them out of range. Okay, well, here's my fancy artillery. What's the range on this thing? Okay, it looks like there's a building occupied there that I don't need to fight right this second. So, well, yeah, I'll just do this one for later. I feel like I should be able to clear these guys out. And once we've cleared these guys out, I can advance and I can take this spot. I think I've misaimed my my incendiary barrage. I think I'm attacking a building that did not need to be attacked.
Sappers reporting. No, they're not ours. We've got infantry squad killed. By shooting, lad.
Okay, so now these guys, let's do a barrage in the middle of that square.
Heavy mortar here.
And now these guys, okay, we're doing a countdown until they can do their next proper barrage. Yeah, so we're trying to mortar these guys, but it's just hitting this building again and again because of 3D, which is funny to me. Okay, so I'm going to pause and come back and grab these guys, because I'm going to need some reinforcements. No, don't go that way, you giant idiot. Okay, go this way. This way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. All right, great. And now, similarly, I should bring up my sniper. Just whatever, I don't know. Like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. We'll have them eventually.
The enemy troops have been eliminated. Sappers on site. What do you need blowing up?
Okay, so now,
Get to your orders.
if I can get these guys up here with their... Oh, actually, I could nade these guys.
Lead on, David.
That's probably a little safer than relying on my flamethrower. Oh, they moved! They moved!
Brown is better over there. Move.
Yes!
Field promotion. Buzz it.
And now we can hit that... Wow, that... Oh, no! Oh, no! I didn't know that was happening. Okay, we're ready with these mortars, though, right? Yes, we are ready with these mortars. So... Oh, this is just barely out of range, so you're going to have to move. But I think the Bishop artillery has got a longer range. Let's double up on our artillery here. Just fire everything we've got at this machine gun. This annihilating our men.
They can see us.
Oh, come on. We've done no damage to him yet. There we go. That's what we were trying to do.
Sappers, we're ready.
Okay, got him. And those guys, I don't know where those guys went. But it's like, this is one of the major points, though, that we're trying to capture. Oh, no! Wait. Our infantry squad or their infantry squad? I think it was their squad that was killed. Okay, so we've destroyed them. We're going to pull back from here. Because these guys are going to need to... need some R&R. But... yeah, it looks like these guys have taken some damage, too.
Sappers.
Actually, let's take this spot. I'm not sure if it's too dangerous to send the tank up here, but all right. So these were the defenders for this spot, but our Bishop artillery took them out. Okay, so now we're actually next to one of our real targets. So I'm going to move some fresher guys up.
We're up. Take your stations. We're heading out. Our scope is ready.
We've got our sniper,
Take the lead.
who we can stick up there
You need
to snipe. Let's bring the mortar up. Oh, crap. Oh, good. Oh, perfect timing. I'm glad that we brought a tank up here specifically. Oh, gosh. Okay, these guys seem like they're in trouble.
Have come in.
Can I...
Move. Hurry.
He doesn't have a retreat button.
Prepare the tractor.
Okay, so let's definitely bring them back here. I do not want to lose that thing. We'll bring those new infantry up. I'm going to retreat this guy. And this guy. I think they're going to take a decent route. Are they? Are they going to take a decent... No, they're not! Why? Why are they all going... Because it's the closest place. Can I make it not? Okay, it is no longer an active retreat point. So, let's... Okay, that's the thing we could do, apparently. Retreat. Okay. Oh, he's still going to go through the... Okay, no. Let's take them back manually. And similarly, let's just take the long circuitous route back to base. All right. Oh, I've got some more PopCap available. Let's bring a Sherman tank in here because we feel like it. What kind of tank is this? Stuart light tank. Oh, okay. So it looks like the fight has started over here. I've got 2 units. Let's move a unit up. Oh, did I already lose my... I think I already lost my sniper.
All right, out we go. Quick, move back now.
Okay, nope. That's not going to work. Okay, yeah, so we've got some trouble here. I think that my sniper... I think the reason I got some PopCap back was because... my sniper. Oh, we got this big tank over here. Yeah, I think I put my sniper up in this building, and they demolished the building while I wasn't even paying attention. This is why I'm bad at RTSs. I will queue things up and then get totally distracted by something else. Where is my bishop artillery? Have I also lost that? No, there it is. Is it close enough to put these guys under fire? Let's see. Just barely not, but I can do that. And this guy can do that. Wait, what? That was weird. It shows them pathing like they're in regular infantry. I think somebody has just set all of the mortars to be infantry and to show infantry pathing, even if they're going to do vehicle pathing or mortar shooting. Yes, that tank emplacement is going to be a problem. I don't have enough volume of fire to hit them with to make a big difference. Oh, these guys have reinforced, though, so I'm going to bring them back. I mean, isn't it great? You know what? I need to take this spot so that it's safe for him to pass through that area. So I'm going to send him to be up here with the bishop artillery, but these guys, I was sending them up there, but I'm wondering if actually what they should be doing is taking this spot so that I could comfortably just send guys back and forth without constantly having to be afraid of losing them. Okay, so let's bring the tank down here too. This light vehicle, I think I sent some engineers back to base, so I'm going to send the light vehicle back to base too so it can be repaired. So these guys are just here to sort of hold the place. Okay, new barrage. Can I do a new barrage? Looks like I can't. Because they're in the middle of an existing barrage. Okay, let's at least hit these guys with some smoke.
Sherman tank reporting and ready.
Okay, so I've got a tank. All right, so this guy, let's tell him to go here. These guys are already going to a useful spot. Taking cover right there. Let's wait until these guys hold still. Where's the biggest cluster of guys? I guess we'll just take those guys. Okay, we need some more. We need more than this. Let's bring up the Sherman from over here. And let's repair this guy. And let's bring up this new infantry.
Shit! They're getting closer!
Oh, crap.
He's dead!
We got artillery.
We've lost communication with one of our squads.
Oh no, we lost a whole squad? When? Who? Oh, it's probably the one I left up here. Yes, I'm so sorry, squad. Okay, these guys are ripe for receiving a counterattack, so I'm going to back them up a little bit. Alright, so now we got a tank. We've got tanks flanking these guys. And now we're going to start hitting them with more grenades. Oh, gosh, you get out of here. You're almost dead. Oh, definitely run straight through the middle of the fight, though, you dummy. Alright, well, we're going to need to get a new infantry squad to replace the one we lost. And these guys... Okay, they're going to... Yeah, this building is not long for this world. There we go. Okay, now we've taken this forward position, which means... Or we're about to take this forward position, which means the enemy... I can actually send my troops back and forth to this spot.
An infantry section is present and accounted for.
Alright, so... Let's give these guys an anti-tank package. And now... we will bring up a whole bunch of infantry to that spot. Now they can safely pass near this. I think we'll leave the tanks down there. We'll just bring a ton of infantry up, and now we've got enough infantry. Yeah, and I'm going to put some infantry up here to defend this spot too. Now we've got enough infantry that we can actually maneuver instead of having to move one guy into the most defensible position we could find. Oh, okay. Okay. Didn't know that was going to be there. It's cool. So bring a tank up quick. You guys are already going to a good place. There we go. Alright, now these guys can do that. Okay, so I thought that I was safe to move a bunch of artillery through this area, but I wasn't. That's okay. Let's bring those guys up there. Okay, I'm going to advance these guys again now that they've got some friends. The main thing I'm missing, though, is a tank. So let's see if this... Can that tank... Yes, that tank can climb those stairs. And now I think we've taken care of enough of those defenses that we can move my fancy mortar up here. So move my fancy mortar up there. I guess I'll bring the bishop up too. Who are these guys? Saw some enemies over here, didn't I? Thought I did.
You're the boss.
We got orders, lads.
All right.
Oh, who the bloody hell left this line?
Oh, there's a mortar over here. Not in great shape. In fact, I'm not going to worry about it because it's not in great shape. Okay, yeah, so I don't... There's a lot of stuff over here that just doesn't feel like It looks like cover, but isn't cover.
Sappers, reporting.
Come on, take that guy out. Come on. Okay, no, don't shoot at your own dudes. Okay, I'm getting a little flustered. Okay, let's, I'm gonna move some guys up. And where's my tank? Where's my tank? I'm gonna bring the tank up. And now, okay, now that we've revealed where the enemy is, I'm going to set up more barrages. Let's clear them out of here. These guys should fire a grenade at these guys, which means getting out of cover, but I think only for a brief time. It'll be fine. Bishop artillery. Hit the tank. Fancy mortar. Hit the tank? Hit these guys. Hit the tank, hit these guys, hit these guys. Oh, nope, we already cleared those guys out. That was useless. Oh gosh, these guys are... Blah! These guys are having a serious problem. Oh, this is what I needed to be attacking. Dang it, they're in the middle of a mortar barrage now. No, wait, don't, you're not going to actually path, right? Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, yes! We got the tank.
That an enemy Panther has been destroyed.
Okay, that kind of worked, even though it was a stupid disaster on my part. It still kind of worked. Okay, you shoot that. You guys come up here and... Oh, wait, actually... Wait, why did you... No, why did you drive up there? That's not what I wanted you to do. Oh, okay, I guess he did scare those guys off. But no, what I really need is this guy. Okay, yes, this guy can do an incendiary barrage now. We've captured one of the targets. Okay, so now, yeah. So we've taken one of these targets, and now this is the only enemy target left. And it's the hardest one to get, which is why that's why they put their artillery there, I think. But I think the first thing we should do is go after this spot. So let's... Okay, we don't have the pop cap to recruit more guys right there, but I'm sure we got a bunch... Yeah, we got a bunch of dudes down here that we can bring up. So let's move these guys up here. And let's also take this MG out. Bring it up here. He's no longer the front lines. Similarly, this guy, no longer the front lines. And we'll bring that guy up. So yeah, let's take the stuff that's down here, but at the same time that we're advancing on the upper level. All right. By the way, has my stream performance gone down at all? Wait, let's back up a little bit. Hold on, because this guy can be repaired. Yeah, before we advance, we're gonna repair. Okay, have we got... Okay, yeah, we've got our partisans, we've got our machine guns. So, first thing I'm going to do is stick a machine gun in there to overwatch this whole area. And then... Actually, I'm wondering, can these guys... Are they enough to just take this spot by themselves? Probably not. That might be kind of weird. This looks tactically dangerous. Yes, okay, there are infantry over here that this guy can shoot at. So, okay. let's bring up the tank and also bring up some artillery. I mean, sorry, artillery, some infantry. Because while the machine gun is pinning these guys down, that makes them easy pickings for a grenade. All right. So, and then we had this guy, but not that important. This guy has still got grenades. So we're going to move him up and actually just have him fire a grenade. Presuming they're not all dead before he gets there. Come on, hurry up. They're going to take all the glory. Yes! Okay, he got there just in time to participate. Let's grab it, but there might be still some defenders up here in these buildings, so let's be careful. No, seems fine. Let's build one more squad because we can. Okay, so now we've got this spot. Oh no, we got that spot. Well, whatever. We can clean up that spot later. We've got what we need. So let's,
Units ready and on the field.
because I think we can bring up this tank and hit them from one direction while also bringing the other tank over top to attack them from another direction. Though I don't know if the tank can make it up. Oh, I'd have to go up these stairs. Interesting. Well, we're going to try it. Let's bring up the tank. And let's bring up this tank. And let's flank it with all of these guys.
Artillery carrier lost to enemy action.
Oh no! Frickin'. Was that my fancy artillery? No. No, it was this one. Oh, man. My bishop. He took my bishop. I'm so sad. I like my bishop. Okay, we killed the infantry that were running that artillery, though. Oh, these guys. Oh, man, up in that building. They're going to be a problem. How's my mortar? Okay, it's almost got another barrage ready. Oh, we got it. We got it. Okay, cool. Well, I wonder, can this guy get up there? It looks like he can. All right, we've almost got a grenade ready. Oh, they're running away. But, ha, there's a tank behind them. Oh, they thought they were running away, but there's a tank. Take that. All right, we got all these infantry. I mean, I'm just going to send these infantry over here, because why not? Oh, hey. We got that thing to take care of. And I think we'll win the battle if we move a guy up here to take that, but I want to be thorough. Okay, got to cancel all of his moves, move him there. And then yeah, we'll come down from above. No. See, having to manually cancel everybody's moves in tactical mode is weird. Okay, so we roasted the truck.
Royal Engineers, yeah? We got orders to move. So move.
All right, and now these guys. Okay, so can these guys nade these guys? Almost.
That's it, men. Potenza is in Allied hands.
We got him. So yeah, I forgot that you passively will claim anything you're in the loop for. So I wasn't going to have them capture it yet, but they did it by themselves.
Controlling Potenza will strengthen our supply lines. Maybe it'll keep that Brit general off our backs for a while.
Whew! We did it, but that's not even the whole story. So that was, I mean, how long were we doing that? An hour and a half? This is a ridiculously long episode. And this is actually part of the problem with Company of Heroes for me as a player is like I often have very limited time to play games. And so the fact that playing a battle like that, playing a serious mission took me an hour and a half, that makes it difficult for me to play this game. Oh, so Lit Flame showed up and says he was happy to see me playing a military RTS game. I love it in theory, but it's like, yeah, the fact that just one mission was an hour and a half was nuts. And then to give you a sense of the larger scope here, there's actually a Total War style overland map between these fights. So capture Potenza, that was actually a scripted mission. They specifically planned that one out. Oh, here we go.
For our operations in the region.
I think we've done enough here, Commander. We should keep moving. If you insist, Commander.
So basically, you've got this huge overland map of like the southern boot of Italy. Oh, wait. I control a second supply point. All locations have unlocked purchasable upgrades. Ooh. Okay, great. But yeah, so there's this whole Total War style map. And every time my units encounter an enemy unit, I can, for the non-like scripted missions, I can just auto-complete them and just like basically have the type, the veterancy, and the health of the troops determine the outcome of the fight. But a lot of the time I find myself just wanting to fight every little battle just because the real-time battles are the fun part of Company of Heroes. And so just look how huge this is. So this is an intimidatingly large game. And that's one of the reasons why I'm struggling with, I'm really enjoying those fights. You can see, like, I was having fun. It didn't feel to me like it was taking an hour and a half, even though it was, because I was having such a great time. But it's just, man, it's a commitment to play a game like this. And I'm not sure to what degree I can commit, because there's just so much to it. So anyway, just like, and this is, so there are two campaigns. One of them has this overland map. I think the other one might be a little bit more traditional. I'm not certain. But that's the impression I got, was that the Italy campaign is the one that's got this overland map, and the like North African campaign might be structured differently from this. So yeah, Goonbuggy suggests I probably should have gone with Africa. Possibly, except that this was the one that was first on the list, and so I just kind of assumed it was the one I was supposed to play first. And so, like I was kind of, taking my direction from the UI, and maybe it ended up being not the best choice for me. I don't know. So I think what I'm going to be doing is I'll be trying to take, what is it called? A place called Krakow. I'll be taking Krakow. I'll be taking Bari. I want to solidify my, before I move up, I don't want to start pushing north until I've, don't have Nazis behind me nipping at my heels. So, but yeah, so this map, it looks complicated. It actually is fairly simple. You just got these units. They move around. They destroy enemy emplacements. They capture towns. Most of the towns that you capture don't involve a battle. They just involve your guys saying, yep, we showed up. There's no military here. There's no defenders, so we just take it. It's just, there are enemy companies that are traveling around on the map. Those are the ones where when you encounter them, you're in trouble. These little shields here mean that, this is how many actions it takes to take the city down. So it'll either take you coming in with 3 troops to knock down both shields and then take the town, or sit 1 troop there for 3 turns, taking it down slowly, which means that the towns don't have to have, garrisons and missions to defend them. Instead, if the enemy wants to defend the town, they bring in one of their companies to fight you while you're trying to take their town down. So they've tried to keep it fairly simple. So fights are between companies. Towns are they're static on the map. And it's probably a good choice because so much of this game's complexity is actually in the RTS battles. You don't want to make the overland map extremely complex. So that's a good move. Not every part of this is very easy for me to understand. Figuring out how to use planes has been really tough. It's like I've got this busted plane here that I guess I need to... Okay, yeah, I need to repair the plane. Can I repair the plane? Okay, I'm clicking it. Oh, I did. Yes, I repaired it. Good. there wasn't a lot of feedback. It does feel a little bit like there was an additional sort of UX UI pass that a lot of the game probably could have benefited from before release, because there's a lot of places where it's like the communication about something isn't very clear, or the feedback feels like it's the first pass placeholder. Some pieces of the UI feel like it's just a red square with a word in it, where you're like, was that implemented by an artist? I don't know. So here and there, there's places that feel like they could use a little bit of polish, and especially some of the areas where, like, issues I was having, like, for instance, wanting to give regular infantry type orders to troops that are exiting a building. That's an issue I've had since Company of Heroes 1, which makes me think it might be a deep intrinsic problem, because I'm surprised that no one has found a way to make that a little bit more user-friendly. Or just the fact that, for instance, that all of my artillery troops were marking out infantry paths to things, when sometimes they counted as vehicles, and sometimes they were actually going to fire like mortars and not move to a location at all and attack like artillery, attack like infantry. So there's some things here where it's like, it feels like this game kind of shipped in a little bit of a hot state, but this game also provides like an experience, like a fantasy fulfillment that just no other game I've ever seen does. Like that whole suppress and flank, your squads getting under cover, the rock, paper, scissors, relationships between the different kinds of units. Like, I don't see this exact kind of experience in a lot of other games. And so when there's a new Company of Heroes game that comes out, even if it comes in a little hot, I'm just like, well, I'm going to play this, because even though I'm not good at it, sometimes there's bugs, sometimes there's, UI things that are difficult to understand, it's still providing me with a fantasy that I can't get anywhere else, and that's sort of something like when you're a game developer and you're not sure you're going to be able to sort of hit the absolute like polish level of another game, make darn sure you're providing an experience that no one else can provide, because that's going to be what sort of gets people over the hump, even if you can't sort of hit the sort of the polish levels that some other studios can, because that's the boat the State of Decay is in. We've often had trouble reaching the polish levels of other games, but we're trying to provide a fantasy that not everyone else provides. And I'm hoping eventually, with time and investment, we can get to the point where we are delivering both the unique fantasy and the polish. That's the ideal. But if I had to choose one, I'd pick the unique fantasy first and choose the polish second. All right. Ugh. Anyway, this has been an hour and a half long thing. We should probably cut it out. But if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'll be putting a YouTube subscribe button up there eventually. I'll be putting links to other videos here on the YouTube end screen. And let's figure out what we're doing next, if you're watching me live on Twitch. I did play Dawn of War, by the way. Good buggy.